To recognize a very special individual, Richard Russell. As you may have seen in his biography, if you've not seen his biography, go online, blacktennishalloffame.com. Richard and I met, I think it's 55 years ago. I know I don't look that old. But we met at the Junior National Championships in Kalamazoo, Michigan in 1960. And we have been friends since then. Richard was the only Jamaican to qualify for all Grand Slam tournaments. He was a founding member of the ATP, the Association of Tennis Professionals. He had Davis Cup victory, and we made him famous in Jamaica. He had a Davis Cup victory with his partner, Lance Lumsden. Hello, Isu. Isu Matsu. In that Davis Cup match, he beat Arthur Ashe and Charlie Passarella. He's the former director of Jamaican Tennis Jamaica. He's the father of his son, Ryan, who got to the semifinals of Wimbledon Junior Championships a few years ago. And Ryan is also the Davis Cup captain for Jamaica. And he's been a close friend of mine for all of those years. And he was on his way here. He was going to come when he got some very bad physical news from medical news from his doctors. And they urged him not to fly in. So I told him that we were going to induct him anyway, even though he couldn't be here. And he left a message for you, so I'm going to ask Sheila to play.
Almost 20 years to the day, a blast from the past. The great Bob Davis of IMG voluntary fame bowled me over, to use a Caribbean cricket term, by his invitation for me to be inducted into the Black Tennis Hall of Fame. This has been a great honor, and honestly, maybe the biggest surprise of my 50 years tennis career. Interestingly, the word got out to the Jamaican tennis fraternity in an amazing short space of time. And in view of my current situation, I'm not with you this afternoon. However, I do have a really funny story to tell you. We must not take it too seriously or consider it as a profound statement. Shortly after the news hit the Jamaican tennis membership, I received a call, 7:30 on a Sunday morning, from a good friend, Tony, who I had not spoken to in over a year. He apologized for calling me so early and said he knew I was an early riser, and asked me how I was. And I said, brilliant. He said, you're sure? I said, absolutely I am. He said, okay, well, congratulations on being inducted into the Black Tennis Hall of Fame. I said, you know about that too? He said, sure, everybody knows about it. And he said, you know, his wife insisted he call me this morning and to see if I was okay. She said when some people get special awards like this, they are either already dead or ailing very badly. Therefore, I wish to emphasize that not being with you in person this afternoon on this special occasion doesn't mean that I'm ailing badly. However, I do have a couple of curveballs I'm dealing with, but definitely I'm very much alive and kicking. Being honored and recognized today for our exploits in the great game of tennis is a reminder that all of us inductees have a responsibility to help motivate, to inspire, and to assist whenever we can to create a framework for our young, talented athletes to have hope and opportunity and to be able to play and excel in the great game of tennis. What was brilliant about my introduction to tennis It was my history teacher, not a tennis player or tennis coach at my high school, a non-tennis player who saw my talent in another sport, cricket. He insisted I played for half an hour after school before joining my important cricket practice. So 50 years later, I wish Mr. Bailey was alive to pay him a special tribute for the impact he has had on me today, by me always seeking out talented athletes to introduce them to our great sport. Something very profound happened to me late last year, on the similar lines of my introduction to tennis. I got a call out of the blue from a US college coach. He said, "Russell, how are you doing? How is the academy doing?" I said, "Terrific, great." I said, "Very, very busy during the semester." He then said, "Do you have any female Usain Bolts playing tennis?" I was thrown aback and of this very creative thinking. And guess what? Since that day, whenever I go into the countrysides or meet coaches I haven't seen for a long time, first thing I say to them is, I'm always asking, do you have any young potential Usain Bolts, boy or girl, with great athletic ability? We at the Russell Tennis Academy will immediately offer them a special introductory tennis scholarship to our academy and will guarantee them further educational opportunities through tennis scholarships at US universities and colleges. Finally, I have to tell you one more little story. Back in 2001, I went to Wimbledon with my son Ryan and paid a courtesy call on the ITF headquarters in London. I met with a couple of the regional directors, and in a nutshell, and off the record, they are convinced that to succeed at tennis, we need 90% who can afford to play the sport to support the 10% who are not able to do so. They all confirmed that in most cases, the 10% who are less privileged are in most cases highly more talented than the 90% who can afford to play the sport. So the challenge is great for many promising players from third world countries, and I dare say for all of us. And the real question is, how can we penetrate further the great game of tennis by multiplying the number of black kids and families into the mainstream of the sport and onto the world stage? We can continue this conversation over a couple of coconuts down in Montego Bay, Jamaica, hopefully in the not too distant future. In closing, a very big thank you on behalf of my family and the entire Jamaican tennis fraternity for this special recognition. Also, special congratulations to your committee, especially Sheila Corey, who I had contact with, who I had direct contact with, and for this time and special energy that you had to direct towards this very special event, the 12th annual Black Tennis Hall of Fame. I wish for you a most successful afternoon, and God bless you, and one love from Jamaica.
I'll just add one thing about Richard. That was a ball player. In 1976, 1 year after Arthur won Wimbledon, a couple of weeks after the tournament that's coming up, Rock Creek Park, Washington, D.C., the draw was on the wall from the previous tournament. It seems that Richard and Arthur played, and Arthur escaped by the skin of his teeth, 7-6 in the third. 1 year after winning Wimbledon. So that's what kind of ball player this guy is. I just didn't want that. I don't know anybody else who could have played Art the tiebreaker in the third. You, Art, Terry, do you know anybody?